Hey Capricorns, welcome to your reading for March. Oh, it's lovely to get back to spring. We'll have the spring equinox on the 20th of March, and I just can't wait. Those brighter mornings and longer days, right? It's wonderful. The energy is just so much more lighter and freer. New beginnings, right? Open relationships, I hope not. But each to their own. I believe that two people who are still holding on to each other, maybe wanting to look for new relationships without realizing they're still holding on to each other energetically here. So wanting that freedom there. But I guess you have to close down unfinished business if you truly want that freedom, or you need to let go, right? We can't hold on and look for new people, because it can be that we get into a new relationship and we're not quite over somebody, or that we can't find a new soulmate to come in because we're still held with somebody else. It's like being single, but your heart not being single, right, guys? Okay, children came out reversed there, so I'm going to pull another one. Very soon, clearly decide what it is you want so that it comes to you now. If you're new, welcome. Please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get all the messages I post each month. To my lovely loyal subscribers, welcome back. Let's see what messages we have for you during March. Okay. Capricorns, my noble savages, how are you? And let's see what the message is here. Ten of Swords. It is reversed there. And again, that's an indication that something's not quite over. You have some unfinished business here. Even if you've been single a long time, it might be that somebody keeps popping into your mind. This person could be thinking about you and holding on to you energetically. You just seem to want your freedom here. You know, you might have, your children might be even grown up now or things like that. It's like all responsibilities. You just want to feel this weight off your shoulders and enjoy your life a little bit. But you do have some unfinished business. Maybe with somebody who betrayed you or you betrayed. You really have to, if you want to close down the cycle, you have to, I guess, face each other here. I guess there's no point, you know, trying to move on when you still think about somebody else. Let's see where this is going. The Fool. So, you know, you may still think about this person, care about this person, not even want to be with them. So you're like, I don't want an ex, I don't want somebody from my past, but this needs finishing to have this new beginning with the Fool. So you've got to either take the chance here and reach out to them and just sort of touch base and just be like, hi, I hope you're well. And, you know, how are you these days? Just to sort of clear the air here. I think they may be holding on to how they betrayed you, and this is why they can't get over it. Or it could be a Capricorn who's betrayed you. For the cross watchers, right? The message is always for the listeners here. I feel like take a chance to reach out to them. They're feeling much worse than you are at this moment. I feel like you may have dealt with this betrayal and overcome it. But it's sort of, I guess some people say, good, I want them to have their karma here, but it's holding on to you. We want to send that sort of negative energy to the light, not be holding on to it. It serves no purpose here. It just bounces around everybody and eventually comes back to us, right? We don't want that to happen here. Two of Cups. So it is a soulmate connection. This is why it can't just be left. This is why there's this unfinished business. You was destined to meet in this life to have this lesson together. And whether you end back up together or not, that's one thing. But this needs healing first. And like I said, I do believe that they're hurting more than you right now. There's this... With the Fool, we can't get away from this because this is the major arcana. It's like the divine wants you to go back to step one, go back to zero here and start again, start afresh, clear the plate. So like I said, whether that's to be in a relationship back with them, you have free will, or if it's just so you can go on to other relationships here. You're definitely both feeling the same, in the sense that you're both thinking of each other, you're both attached to each other. Again, this is represented with the Devil card here. It's another confirmation that this is a really strong bond between two people, whether they're in separation, whether they're in other relationships. So you could have moved on, or they could have moved on into a different relationship, but there's still this strong connection between you both. The Devil card is usually two people tied together, but it's something that's not yet overcome. And I do believe if you want this new beginning, even if you want a new soulmate here, you're going to have to take a chance to look back before going forward. Let's see, the Seven of Cups. Yeah, we do have Pisces season at the beginning of March. So it's not surprising that we see the Seven of Cups. But also it's telling us not everything is how it appears to be. So let's just say, for example, they betrayed you and got into another relationship with another person and you're single. They are not happy in that relationship. I guess it's like how you get them, you lose them. That sort of thing seems to be going on, or realizing the grass isn't greener. They're starting to think, the swords are about thoughts and speech. They're starting to think here how they betrayed you, and it's sort of really, this is like the death card. It's like a slow death that's going on here, slowly overthinking themselves to death, and it's very painful for them. Like I said, I know some of you will be saying, good, they deserve this karma. We all reap what we sow. So they sowed this situation, so they'll reap the karma from it. But it's not up to us to wish it on anybody, right? We want to heal that. If you're still wishing that sort of thing on somebody, it's again, you're not healed from this situation, and you also either need this closure or, you know, need to start again with this person. Seven of Cups, it does show that there's more than one option. So like I said, you both might even be with other people here, or at least one of you has more than one option, and you have a new option of a soulmate coming your way, but there's this delay because of this connection between you and this person here. So it might be that even you say to them, if they keep texting you or keep talking to you, you might even say to them, hey, I forgive you for all of that. I just, let me go. I want my freedom. You know, I'm happy for you and I'm happy for them and everything else. This could even be some, I just heard somebody could have told them they was like pregnant or something crazy here, and they was lied to in that situation, so they made a decision based on that. Again, it's nothing you can do about that situation, right? But you've got to clearly decide, do you want to be held on energetically, or, you know, repeat this cycle because you're not finishing it, or do you want to finish this cycle and move on? I guess only you can decide here. Knight of Wands. So they are coming towards you very quickly, like it or not. Like I said, I got this feeling that not many of you actually want your ex back, but it's unfinished business. You just want your freedom here, this Knight of Swords. Sorry, Knight of Wands. So this Knight of Wands energy is showing that somebody's going to come in very quickly. They want to communicate. The horse is down. The legs are down. In the other cards, we'll see usually the Knight of Wands, the horse's legs are up because they're rushing too quickly and always on the go. But this horse, its legs are down. So they are coming towards you quickly, but they're going to stay around until this situation is healed. So it might be that you guys end up as very good friends. You may not believe it now, but wait and see. Okay, yeah, you don't believe it because they broke your heart. What you don't know is their heart is breaking right now because they cheated themselves, right, out of you. So I just said that to one of my friends yesterday as well. Like, they're realizing the worst option they chose. But I feel like there's something else that other person kind of told them, tried to influence their decision. It may be that the other person even knew about you, that they was in a relationship with you here, and they still was trying to tempt this person away. Now, a person cannot be stolen from you. Okay, we all have free will. If they wanted to go in this sensual energy, they've gone. They've made the decision. It's up to them. They did this, okay? Accountability. So it caused, I feel like both of you are heartbroken, or you at least were heartbroken here at some point over this. Four of Swords. So you could be healing here, where they're just starting to face their heartache. The sevens are about challenges. They're having challenges showing their emotions, their feelings, their true thoughts here. So it kind of made them like a deer in a headlight, stuck. And they didn't know, this is what I'm feeling. What shall I do? I'm now in this other place, this other relationship. This happened maybe 2 years ago even. 3 or 4, and it's like, where do I go from this? I think what just needs to happen is to release each other. Some of you will want to get back together and heal the connection with the Four of Swords and the Two of Cups here. It just will take a lot of hard work and determination, and this is why you need to decide, is it what you want? Like I said, they may have been tempted by somebody else, but at the end of it, they was the one who made the decision there to go ahead and do it. High Priestess. So how we always tell people to navigate Pisces season is by trusting your intuition, trusting your gut here. It can never go wrong. Your gut even may have told you, look, my soulmate's cheating on me, and it led to your broken heart here. But if it's in the past, this cheating, leave it there. The divine wants you to like be on level ground. So this is why now their karma is their heart is broken. They're painful. They don't know. They can't see clearly what direction to take. They don't know how to explain their feelings to people or their thoughts. So it's sort of like backing up within them. And then they're stuck. They just stand still. It's like if you two bumped into each other, I can guarantee they'll be stood still with shock. 10 of Cups. Yeah, they haven't stopped loving you. They probably thought like that, okay, I'm moving on to something new, something fresh, or whatever it is over here, maybe even starting a family with somebody, and that it would be over. It seems with that Child card reversed there, it may have been, like I said, a lie about a pregnancy. And they just, or it could have been that if you was pregnant, you may have not had it. Of course, it's not just for women, this reading. A lady could have told you these sorts of things, and it turned out to be a negative, right? But here with the 10 of Cups, it's showing that this person, whoever is your ex here, they have a lot of love for you still. And I believe you do too. But like I said, it doesn't mean you have to be with this person. These 10s are about endings of cycles, moving on, or starting a family even, or wanting a family, and not having children, or things like that. All those sorts of things are now prominent in this reading. Another 7 here, the 7 of Pentacles. So if you was to get back together with this person, if that's what you want eventually, it would take a lot of time and a lot of work, because they've got to be able to experience this heartbreak, not just you pick them up when they're hurting, right? That would be a negative with the Devil card. It would be codependent for you to nurture their broken heart rather than them get to the point of the lesson, right? And you'd end up, again, putting a lot of energy into somebody who would then just be, breaking your heart again in the future. So it's about patience, your lesson maybe. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. So you would have to wait for this situation to turn itself around before anything real would be coming your way here. It kind of feels like, you want this new relationship, or you want to be single here, you want to forget about somebody, but they're just there, they're just in your energy, and you just have to, I guess, work on letting them go, or you need to really give them closure or something here. So it's like, if you would, like I said, if you would bump into each other, it would be quite a shock, because it may be now that you're coming into each other's mind, oops, more often than not. Sorry for knocking the camera. I went to catch the cards as they jumped out. Okay, so 8 of Wands, conversations, positive movement forward. 7 of Wands, patience and planning. And this is what I'm saying about, okay, you'd have to start communicating. You have to talk to this person either way. But if you want to be back with them, it's going to take this patience, this planning, this understanding that they have to deal with their own broken heart here. And of course, the last card was transformation. So then you would have to see the changes. This is the Death card, the transformations. You'd have to see a huge change. This is only when the change can happen in your relationship. So we see these 7s here, the 777, right? We have 2 10s also, so that could be 11 and 11 that we see over here also. So we're seeing 11 11. We are seeing the 3 7s. So I really feel for you guys that you, I guess, need to face this and need to talk to this person, even if it's your freedom that you want. I create mindful moments throughout the day, reminding myself that I am love and miracles are natural. So you may feel like, well, it would take a miracle for me to get back with that person. And the divine's here saying, hey, guess what? Miracles are actually natural. And you are a being of love. So it kind of like the divine wants you to be together. It might not be the top of your list at the moment, but things may change. Okay, guys, I'd just be aware of that. My energy creates my reality. What I focus on is what I will manifest. So with that patience and planning, you've got to really, it's going to be challenging, but you have to work to manifest this future together, right? Let's see. And we have, my faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and love and fear into love. And I think that sums up the reading there, Capricorn, you know, about faith. And we see the divine showing up in the Fool, wanting you to be together. And the trauma and the betrayals and everything you faced in that 10 of Swords, that trauma turned into your healing, right? And this conflict that you have with this person turns into their growth. And the fear that you have to love again or even love them again turns into love, because you are this being of love. I just understand that you may surprise yourself, or they may surprise you when they get to actually tell you the story. With the 7 of Cups, it's showing you don't know the full story. Like I said, if somebody tempted them away, it's still on them without a doubt, but there's more to it here. There's something you're not seeing. Again, they didn't show their emotions for such a long time. It's like they was acting like a player or egotistical with the Knight of Wands energy there, to cover up their broken heart. Again, nothing to do with you, right? They need to heal it on their own. You need this patience, right? And you do need to give them closure. There does need to be a conversation, whether you like them or not. It's that simple. To have your new beginnings, because that's what we can expect from spring, right? New beginnings and planting seeds so that they will grow. We see the farmers out in the fields and, you know, new animals being born in springtime and things like that, giving birth and healing. This is all possible now for you. You know, I guess that patience that we can see here twice is going to be a very important lesson for you right now. So your lesson before might have been dealing with that trauma and turning it into healing. Now I feel like your lesson is about patience and turning fear into love. And they need to come towards you and turn their conflict into growth, right? I think it's very clear here that new beginnings can happen in spring with those miracles that are so natural. Just like the seasons that are changing and transforming here, so are people when they're growing. There's no point trying to be in relationships with other people when you're both still holding on to each other here. If you want your freedom, you need to close down this cycle. And then you'll have it, guys. Good luck.